December 23rd, 2 days before Christmas, the most powerful men on Earth. They weren't there to compete. Philips, General Electric, Osram. They agreed. Not 1001, not 999. Exactly 1,000. Before this meeting, and here's the evil genius. Every factory had to send samples. Engineers were punished for making, and that philosophy, it never died. Money isn't just currency, it's a weapon. We expose the history they tried to bury. Welcome to the Usury Code. There's a light bulb in Livermore, California that's been burning since 1901, 124 years. Non-stop. While you're changing your LED bulbs every 6 months, this thing has outlived 2 world wars, the rise of the internet, and probably your last 3 relationships. But here's what they don't want you to know. This isn't a miracle. This is proof. It uses a carbon filament, thicker wire, lower heat. Basic engineering from 1901. If we could make light bulbs that last forever 124 years ago, why can't we do it now? The answer is buried in a meeting room in Switzerland. December 23rd, 1924, 2 days before Christmas. The world's most powerful companies gathered in secret. Not to innovate, not to compete. To divide the world like a pie. Philips from the Netherlands. Osram from Germany. General Electric's European arms. French lamp makers. The Titans. They called themselves Phoebus, named after the Greek god of light. But there was nothing divine about what they were planning. See, they had a problem. The average light bulb lasted 500 hours. Some lasted even longer. Customers bought one bulb and forgot about light for years. Bad for business, so they agreed. 1,000 hours. That's the new standard. Not because of science, because of greed. They didn't just agree, they documented it. Signed contracts. Created bylaws. This wasn't a handshake deal, this was organized. And here's the genius evil. They built a laboratory in Switzerland. Every factory had to send sample bulbs there for testing. If your bulb lasted too long, you got fined.
Erasing this section allows us to try the new catalyst.
Engineers were punished for making better products.
The reaction should proceed much faster now,
the longer
and
your
the
light
yield should
bulb
improve.
lasted, the more money your company paid. They literally weaponized quality. You know what this created? A business model. If your product dies, the customer must return. Repeat purchases, infinite revenue. And it worked. By 1930, the average bulb was dying right on schedule. 1,000 hours, not 999. Exactly 1,000. You're thinking, that was 100 years ago. Things are different now. Are they?
Yes,
the Phoebus Cartel officially ended in 1939 when World War II broke out. But the philosophy, that went viral. 1940. DuPont invents nylon. And this stuff was incredible. The first stockings they made, you could tow a car with them. Literally, they tested it. Sales exploded, then died. Women bought one pair and never came back. The product was too good. So DuPont engineers got new orders. Make it weaker. Add a chemical that breaks down faster. Introduce imperfections. They invented the run. That thing where one tiny snag destroys the entire stocking. That's not bad luck. That's chemistry. Deliberate chemistry. This proved the mindset had evolved. It wasn't just about light bulbs anymore. Any product, every product. Enter the 1950s. Post-war America. Economic boom. And a new prophet of profit, Brooks Stevens. He coined a term that would define the next 70 years. Planned obsolescence. But he added a twist. He said you don't even need to break the product. You just need to make the customer feel broken for owning the old one. Psychological obsolescence. Change the shape. Change the color. Add a new button that does nothing. Make last year's model look ancient. Sound familiar? iPhone 13. iPhone 14. Same phone, different camera, but you don't need it. But your brain says you're falling behind. They hacked your insecurity and turned it into a revenue stream. But let's get specific. Let's talk about the devices in your pocket right now. 2017. Millions of iPhone users noticed something weird. Their phones were slowing down. Apps crashed. Batteries died at 30%. Apple said it was your fault. Bad charging habits, too many apps. They lied. They had installed code, actual software, that detected your phone's age and intentionally slowed the processor. They called it battery protection. The courts called it fraud. A 500 million settlement. But that's pocket change when you've already sold the next model to millions. Apple isn't alone. They're just the ones who got caught. Your printer, you know that message. Ink levels low, replace cartridge. There's still ink in there, sometimes 30% to 40%. But a chip inside the cartridge tells the printer to stop. Not because it's empty, because it's programmed to stop. Epson, HP Canon, they all do this. They've been sued multiple times, billions in settlements. They pay the fine and keep doing it because the profit from planned obsolescence is bigger than the punishment. And where does it all go? Ghana, Nigeria, Bangladesh. Your broken iPhone becomes a toxic playground. 50 million tons of e-waste per year. That's the weight of all commercial aircraft ever made. Every single. Yeah, the rich countries break it. The poor countries breathe it. But some people are fighting back.
We must insist
the right
on the
to repair
injunction,
movement.
Counselor.
Farmers who can't fix their own tractors because John Deere locked the software. Gamers who can't replace a PlayStation battery without voiding warranty. Apple uses pentalobe screws. You know why? Because you don't own a pentalobe screwdriver. If you can't open it, you can't fix it. If you can't fix it, you buy a new one. They glue the battery. They serialize the parts, so even if you swap an Apple screen for another Apple screen, the phone knows and disables features. You paid $50,000 for a device you're not allowed to truly own. Repair advocates like Louis Rossmann have been screaming about this for years. Some states are finally passing laws, but companies fight every single one. They send armies of lawyers, threaten shops, sue YouTubers who post repair tutorials, all to protect planned obsolescence. So why? Why would companies deliberately destroy their own reputation? Simple. Math. A company that sells you one perfect product makes one sale. A company that sells you 10 mediocre products makes 10 sales. If you're a CEO, your job isn't to serve the customer. It's to serve the shareholder. And shareholders want growth, infinite growth. Even governments are complicit. When you buy a new phone, the GDP goes up. Economic activity, jobs, tax revenue. Your broken screen is their economic indicator. Politicians don't campaign on buy less stuff. They campaign on growth. And growth requires consumption. And consumption requires products that die. It's a closed loop. And you're the battery inside it. The average person replaces their phone every 2-7 years. Not because it stops working. Because they're told it's obsolete. You're spending $1,400 on a device that still works. But the software update made it crawl. The new model has a feature you'll never use. Your brain says upgrade. This is the war. Not fought with bullets. Fought with updates and ads and manufactured desire. Remember that light bulb in Livermore? It's still burning. While you've thrown away dozens of bulbs, this one just exists. We had the technology
Carefully insert the
in
prying tool
1901,
into the seam and
before
gently work
planes,
your way around the edge.
before penicillin,
Once the clips are released,
before the
we
internet,
can move on to the ribbon cable.
we could make things that lasted forever. We've gotten better at everything except longevity. That's not an accident. That's strategy. Every product you own has a death date. Engineers know it. Accountants calculate it. Marketers sell you the replacement before the body's even cold. And the waste. That's externalized. That's someone else's problem. Africa's problem. Asia's problem. The future's problem. While executives count profits, children breathe lead. The system runs on your poverty. Not literal poverty. Artificial poverty. The feeling that you're one purchase away from being enough. So what now? You can't stop buying things. You can't live off-grid. The system is too big, but you can crack it from the inside. Learn to repair. iFixit. Com has free guides for almost every device. You don't need to be an engineer. You need patience and a screwdriver. Buy once, cry once. Instead of 10 cheap things, buy one quality thing. It costs more upfront, but less over time. A 200 boot that lasts 10 years is cheaper than 10 third-order boots that die every year. The poor pay more because they can only afford cheap. Vote with your dollar and your ballot. Right to repair laws are being fought state by state. Some are winning. Support repair shops. Buy used. Normalize imperfection. That scratch on your phone, it's character. That dent in your laptop, it's proof you actually use it. The most rebellious thing you can do in a consumer culture is refuse to consume. Here's the part nobody wants to hear.
The height of luxury.
This probably won't change.
It just works.
The companies are too powerful. The money too big. The system too entrenched. For every one person who repairs their phone, there are 10,000 buying the new model on release day. We know we're being scammed. We know products are designed to break. We just keep buying them. Because the trap is invisible. You can see the cage, but you're still inside it. We're addicted to the new, to the upgrade, to the unboxing. Companies aren't just selling products, they're selling identity, status, belonging. Your phone isn't a tool anymore. It's a limb. And they know if they cut off that limb, you'll pay anything to get it back. Want to know the real conspiracy?
This crisis demands a unified
It's not
response.
that products break.
Indeed,
It's
the
that we've
security
accepted it as
implications are
normal.
severe if we do not
Our
act
grandparents
now.
bought a refrigerator once and used it for 40 years. We buy a phone and expect it to die in 3. We lowered the bar. They didn't force us. We volunteered. Planned obsolescence only works if you accept the premise. If you believe that rapid replacement is progress. Watch the language shift. We stopped selling durability. We started selling novelty. Fashion used to change every decade, then every year, now every season, every month. Fast fashion, fast tech,
But instead
fast
of
food,
making it
fast life.
stronger, they're finding
We're running
the exact
faster to
point
stay
of
in the same
acceptable
place.
failure.
And the wheel is made of products designed to break. The Phoebus Cartel won, not because they're still meeting in Geneva, because they taught capitalism a magic trick: sell the disease, sell the cure, repeat. December 23, 1924. That wasn't a meeting. That was a baptism.
I love this pitch.
The birth of a
We
religion.
finally got everyone
The
together.
gospel of planned
Smile for the
obsolescence.
camera.
And converts everywhere. Today's products are engineered with impossible precision, millimeter tolerances, nanotechnology, quantum computing, and they still break in 2 years. Because failure is a feature, not a bug. It's in the design document, in the project timeline, in the profit model. They design it to function, then they design it to die. 2 teams, 2 goals, 1 product. They don't test how strong it can be. They test how weak they can make it without you noticing. Your device is a countdown clock. Each component has a timer. They're synced to cascade. When the battery goes, you're already annoyed.
Gently
When the
now,
software
feel
slows,
the fabric.
you're already considering.
Yes, just like that.
When the
Now
screen
pull it
cracks,
tight.
you're already at the store.
Very good.
Your frustration is mapped. Your breaking point is data. Your purchase is predicted. My grandfather bought a watch in 1952. I still have it. It still works. He handed down something that lasted. What am I going to hand down? An iPhone 12 that hasn't worked since 2024. We're teaching the next generation that nothing lasts, that everything is temporary, that permanence is impossible, and in that lesson is the real theft. Not just money, identity, history, continuity. Planned obsolescence doesn't just kill products, it kills skills. Why learn to repair when replacement is easier? Why maintain when new is cheaper? We're forgetting how to fix things, how to maintain things, how to keep things. We're becoming a civilization of consumers who can't create. The ones who still know are dying.
So let's
And
dive
we're
into
not
the
asking
core
them to
strategy.
teach us because we
By
don't think
focusing
we'll
on
need it.
these 3 key
We will.
areas, we can
That
significantly
bulb
boost
in Livermore
engagement and
has a
drive
webcam
results.
pointed at it 24/7. Thousands of people watch it, waiting for it to die. It refuses. It's outlived its inventors, its installers, its skeptics. It watched the Phoebus Cartel rise and fall. It watched Apple become the richest company on earth. And it's still there, doing the one job it was built to do. be a light in the dark. It's not a light
The
bulb
linear
anymore.
model takes
It's a
resources,
monument,
makes
a
products, and
witness,
disposes of waste.
proof that we chose this, proof that it didn't have
Carefully
to be
grip
this way.
wire with the
While it
pliers
burns, we
and
throw
secure
away
it right
50
there.
million
Okay,
tons
I
of
think I have it
electronics per
now.
year. While it
Excellent
endures, we buy a new phone every 7 years. While it serves, we consume. The Centennial Light isn't just surviving, it's judging us. So here's where we are. You know about Phoebus now. You know about Apple, printers, DuPont, the whole system. And knowing changes nothing. Unless you act, you have a choice. Keep playing the game they designed. Buy, break, buy again, or drop out. Repair, resist, refuse. Treat your possessions like they matter. Because when you stop valuing things, you stop valuing the labor that made them. The resources they contain, the cost to the planet. The opposite of planned obsolescence isn't eternal products. It's respect for materials, for workers, for yourself. And you're not alone. There are millions waking up. Repair movements. Right to repair laws passing. Companies being forced to publish repair manuals. It's slow, but it's happening. Every phone you fix instead of replace.
But instead of making
Every
it stronger,
product you buy used.
they're finding the exact
Every
point
company
of
you
acceptable
refuse to
failure.
support. That's a crack in the system. That bulb in Livermore. It's not just a relic, it's a blueprint. Proof that another way existed. Evidence that we can build it again. They wanted you to forget that quality was possible, that durability existed, that you deserve better. Don't forget, if this made you see the world differently, subscribe, because this system only works when we're blind. And you just opened your eyes.